Meghan Markle plans to move to Los Angeles only after President Trump leaves office. Until then, Prince Harry and Meghan want Canadian taxpayers to pay for their security costs before they ditch Canada for the US. Meanwhile, a new poll says 73% of Canadians do not want to cover the costs for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And where in the world is Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau? Trudeau has been very secretive about his schedule. I want to talk more about that and this controversy going on with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle as it ties in with some other news stories we've been following on this channel. Markle has been openly critical of President Trump, reportedly calling him divisive and misogynistic back in 2016. The Duchess threatened to move to Canada if he defeated Hillary Clinton back in the 2016 election. Also drawing speculation of this being part of something much bigger going on in the royal family is the timing of Harry and Meghan's decision coinciding with this major scandal going on with Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew recently withdrew from public duties over his Epstein links. Later update coming in the last few days saying that the Home Office has recommended a downgrade of security for Prince Andrew. I'd also briefly like to mention a PR event that was set up by Meghan Markle during her stay in Canada. Markle has hired her own team who will carefully control her public image and determine what and how is presented to the world. So as part of her public relations tour, she just visited 2 Canadian charities. But is this how charity is supposed to work? It sort of looks like Meghan Markle's idea of charity is setting up a big photo op and being gifted jewelry. This was during Meghan's visit to the feminist climate change group Justice for Girls. The visit was publicized on the group's Twitter after Meghan's team gave the go-ahead. On the visit, Meghan was gifted an 18-karat gold and diamond whale tail charm necklace by a First Nations artist. She also visited a second charity, however, she never stepped foot inside the refuge, nor could she be bothered to actually meet with any of the 500 at-risk women who use the downtown Eastside Centre in one of Canada's poorest areas. It's a picture here of the gold and diamond whale tail charm necklace that they gave to Meghan Markle. Now, Meghan Markle also wants this gift from Canadian taxpayers. Canadian taxpayers not very happy about the idea. They do not want to pay for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's security costs. Canadians responded to this poll where only 3% of taxpayers agreed to pay whatever security and other costs are necessary. 19% said that they would pay for some of the costs, but not all of them. 73% of Canadian taxpayers do not want to pay for any of these costs. This overwhelming majority says that the couple should cover it themselves, while 5% of taxpayers say they're not sure or can't say. Currently, it's unclear what role Canadian taxpayers will be forced to play in financing the Duke and Duchess. However, RCMP officials have said they are entitled to protection in Canada. An RCMP statement reads, quote, His Royal Highness Prince Henry of Wales, Harry, along with members of his family, are internationally protected persons and are entitled to the protection of the RCMP while in Canada. The statement added the RCMP will be responsible for their security in the country, quote, at all times, and related costs will be covered through the existing operational budget. And again, as this is going on, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is being criticized for being extremely secretive about his schedule recently. What is Trudeau up to, and why does he not want Canadians to know? New article from the National Post opens saying 4 years ago the Prime Minister's office announced something revolutionary. Justin Trudeau's daily schedule would be public. The world would know what he was up to. Well, not that revolutionary. The US president's daily itinerary is already a matter of public record and quite detailed, but in Canada, a land of polite secrecy, it was a step in the right direction. In actuality, Trudeau has not really followed through with this promise. Look back through the archive of Trudeau's daily itineraries, and it becomes pretty clear that this isn't an actual schedule of the Prime Minister's daily events, just a pale imitation of one. Over the past 50 days, as of Tuesday, January 14th, the Prime Minister's itinerary details 15 meetings, all of which are with premiers, mayors, and foreign leaders. There are 10 items of parliamentary business, from question period to cabinet meetings. There are 12 media appearances and 11 public events. These schedules never list intelligence briefings, meetings with advisors, or phone calls with foreign leaders. Many of these days are completely non-transparent. There are 25 days listed only as personal. Many of them include the Prime Minister's Christmas vacation to Costa Rica. Then there are another 7 days where the itinerary reads just private meetings. There are a few days where the Prime Minister's schedule is incredibly detailed, including every meeting, photo opportunity, even the check-in at his hotel. Those are only when the Prime Minister is abroad, however. Same article closes saying Trudeau's brand of accountability has been more performative than serious. If he wants to change that, actually telling the country what he does with his days would be a good start. Again, also very strange, these conflicting mainstream reports over the last week, tying in other top political figures, the Obamas denying that they played a role in the royal transition. Along with this were conflicting stories also in the mainstream media about another top donor to the Clinton family. Frank Giustra denied that he was the secretive billionaire owner of Meghan and Harry's Vancouver Island getaway. Frank Giustra is on the board of the Clinton Foundation. Giustra was originally identified, the Daily Mail says, on Sunday as the mystery billionaire who loaned Prince Harry and Meghan Markle a $14 million Canadian mansion for the holidays. Then, in a scorching series of tweets, Giustra denied owning any property in Victoria, British Columbia, or ever being contacted by the royal family. Despite this denial from Giustra, for some reason, the Duke and Duchess still refuse to name the secretive homeowner. The true owner has gone to extraordinary lengths to conceal his identity. An association with someone who goes to such lengths will raise questions over judgment as the couple works, they say, towards financial independence. Giustra is co-founder of Hollywood studio Lionsgate and one of the biggest donors to the Clintons and is on their foundation's board. One of the many controversies with Giustra and the Clintons involves when he traveled to Kazakhstan with Bill Clinton in 2005, looking more at the couple's potential cost to taxpayers. Some politicians have already weighed in on whether Prince Harry and Markle will receive public funds when they live in Canada. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said this week that the federal government has not been involved up until this point in discussions about what having them in Canada will look like. Quote, there are still a lot of decisions to be taken by the royal family as to what level of engagement they choose to have, Trudeau said. We are obviously supportive of their reflections, but have responsibilities in that as well. Trudeau then added, I think most Canadians are very supportive of having royals be here, but how that looks and what kind of cost is involved, there's still lots of discussion. Again, though, it does not really look like what Trudeau is saying about this really reflects what the public is actually thinking. I'll continue to follow this story and we'll follow up with any other details as they come out. Please let me know what you think about what's going on with the royals. Why is Justin Trudeau being so secretive about what he's been up to lately? Please tell me what you think in a comment. If you could give this video a thumbs up, that's greatly appreciated, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Thank you again, everybody that has been sharing these videos and sharing the channel to help get the information out there. And in the video description are links to my Patreon and PayPal accounts where you can support the channel directly. Even $1 or $2 makes a huge difference, helps me keep talking about these issues. Patreon.com/realityreader or paypal.me/realityreader. Both links in the description. I'll follow up soon. Thanks again.